All right, everybody, week 12. Sometimes I have no idea where time is going, but we are officially in the home stretch of the 90-day action plan. And literally, I think sometimes I'm really smart and sometimes I think I get really lucky. But when we decided to do the 12-week fast track, and I had like an agenda in my head or topics I thought we could cover, and so I wrote those first, and then I just kind of almost automated was like, Lauren will do this, and then Laura, and then Aaron, and then Jen and Adam. And then we just recycled. And literally when I saw what they were training on, this could not have happened more divinely and more perfectly, because they literally are two of the most skilled people in the entire company when it comes to how do you promote a seasonal shake, how to be efficient, how to get your team paid, how do you get paid. And so in addition to that, something that happened so perfectly, and if you guys knew that we created this outline in August, not knowing what corporate was going to be doing, the fact that this is with the seasonal catalog, with salted caramel, it could not be more perfectly. So before I introduce them, I really want to honor you guys and your time and your teams and something that you guys set out to do, that I encourage every single one of you right now, message your upline, message your downline, message someone crossline, and just say, we're rank advancing as a team. We owe it to the Cougars, to finish this 90-day game plan. Get on the call. You guys can miss some of the announcements. You do not want to miss this training. And I personally believe real time is just so much better than podcast time. So every single one of you, just message at least one person that you knew was on this call with you in August. They hop on, you guys. I want to do this together, and let's run and let's rank advance together. The second thing, because I'm going to let them do their due diligence, and if there's anything that I feel, that I wanted to touch on or Laura or Aaron wants to do, we will absolutely kind of cover that at the or at the end. But I really too just want to celebrate all of you guys, because I know who's been consistent and that you're making the sacrifices, whether it's dinners away from your family or a show, or I know some of you tonight are watching, what's happening with the election. That is just a really, really, really big deal. And the number one thing that I know changes the success in this business is consistency. And we're just proud of you guys, and we're proud of your consistent effort. And I also want to give a shout out to Danielle, who's on this call, you guys, and I think is going to hit director tonight. She is just on the cusp of it. She's racing for executive. And for the last month, no matter what report I pull up, no matter when I open up Isopulse, she and her team are just in massive momentum, and it's fun. And it's just fun to see people that get it. But I also want you guys to know that she is not lucky. Right? She is working her freaking tush off. And between, appointments, between her full-time job and being a mom and a wife and all of these things, I literally on Monday morning, she goes, I just messaged 24 people and it was 6 a.m. And I said, that's what I call burning desire. And she just has the do. So huge, huge, huge kudos to you. I know there's a lot of people that are pushing for my retreat, and I know Aaron's, his team has just been in massive momentum. And it's just really, really fun to see the domino effect, because if you can build through the holidays, and if you can build consistently like this and be in it for the marathon and not the sprint, those are what just separate top earners. That's what separates, people that make hobby money, people that make money that will make them financially independent. So I'm going to turn it over to our leaders. And then at the end, any questions you guys have, we're here. And I will touch specifically on how to stay consistent over the holidays, just because this is going to be our last call. With Fast Track. But most of you know Jen and Adam Feichter. They are from New Jersey. They're a powerhouse couple. And even though I think that they're real life Barbie and Ken, just kidding. That's just because they're super sexy. They're really knowledgeable. They have hearts of service, and they too are super busy. And I have just really, really enjoyed watching their build and watching them, step into their leadership over the last, 3.5, 4 years. But they're top 50 leader in action month after month after month of hundreds of thousands of associates, because they not only are consistent enrollers, but they get their people paid. And you guys are so lucky to learn from this couple. I mean, this is an honor that you can learn from a top 50 leader in action in the company, because they're doing the do. So they're 1-star, soon to be 2-star Crystal Executive, 3-star Golden Circles. They too have won Disney. They're in the running for the top 200 to get the hotel as well. And I'm just going to turn it away and mute, because I want to learn from you guys too.
Thank you, Lauren. You always make us blush. We love you. This week 12, we are so excited to have everybody on here. The title of this training is called Blitz Weeks, but with that underscored It's kind of got a couple little subtitles that we're going to go into: ordering smarter, driving the line, digging deep, rank advancing as a team, how to capitalize on promotions. And one thing that we thought of is if we're going to capitalize on promotions, we really need to know what those current promotions are. And we actually learned a lot today going through ISA FYI, the Isagenix Facebook page, the official business group. Such an amazing resource. So if you're not in that group, request to get in that and spend some time in there. If you just do one little search for a contest or promotion, the link comes up. It sends you right to ISA FYI. All the details are in there. It is a huge place for information for sure. And then obviously seasonal promotions. So first and foremost, the core value of family. That's to me, that's one of the most important. They're all very important, but this one is, for most people, why they got started with Isagenix is because they saw a vision for their family. They saw somehow how we could be changed, whose life can we enhance. Number one is probably our families. We want more freedom. We want more time with them. We want to create a legacy for our family that our children can grow up with, family members can all be a part of. So some things that I researched through Isagenix was, Isagenix is one company, one team, one family. It's unity, legacy, loyalty. Together we achieve and break through. So together, this is all happening. So that's where the whole team comes from, rank advancing as a team. Isagenix believes that people will do more for others almost every time than they will do for themselves. So that's why we'll tell people to reach out to other people and say, hey, can you do me a favor? Because they'll probably show up for you more than they'll show up for themselves. They cultivate the family atmosphere all the way from corporate down to the associate. And I mean, the number one reason we got into this was for our family. We saw vision for freedom, and that's what propels us, and that's what drives us. That's what's I'll make this a little bit visual. So we spent some time doing a PowerPoint, and we're going to share our screen and kind of go through a PowerPoint, and Jen's going to touch on the promotion so we know what is actually out there so we can capitalize on.
Like promotions, contests, I'm like, I'm in. I'm loving every single thing that Isagenix is throwing out right now. I don't know if some of you are like overwhelmed with how many great things are at lunch, like once, and you're like, I don't know which one to do. I don't know where is what and which way is up and which way is down. So we're kind of just going to lay it out for you, because if you're going to rank advance and you're going to go for it, you might as well do it so efficiently and get other people on board too, that maybe someone's super pumped about an iPad Pro and someone else, they don't care about that, but someone else is like, I want the extra $1,000 cash, or I want, a trip to Disney, or I want to take a trip to Peru. Whatever it is, you have to speak that language to whoever it is. So it's kind of great to know what all the promotions are. And let's see if we can get this pulled up on here. All right. Can everyone see it? Thumbs up. Good. You can see our screen? Okay, awesome. Move this over a little bit. Okay, so the first thing we kind of want to go over is the current contest. So the Dash to Disney, if you are going or you want to go, you still have time. There's 12 days left, and it ends on 11/18. So it's a Sunday. So it's in like 10 days. Okay. So if you have not, kept up on your points, make sure you go and look at that, and it ends on the 18th. So there's still time. The leadership retreat for the start group. So if you're 18 to 35, there's a retreat in Peru, and that contest ends on December 12th. We kind of just put the dates right here. So if anyone wants to screenshot them, you can. The 15 enrollments, guys, this you can totally do. It started on 9/18. It's a weird day maybe for some of you because it is on a Tuesday, and usually it starts on a Monday, so there was a lot of confusion about that, but it is actually started on 9/18, which is a Tuesday, and it goes till the end of the year. It's only 100 BV per person. So we always tell people you want to do 150 because it's going to count for the other contests that are going on. And that's where the PIBs come in and everything. But technically, if you're at the end of the year and you have, like 13, grab 2 friends who just have 100 BV. Get that 15 in, because this is going to be something huge that the Cougars are going to be announcing at the NYKO event in January. And they're going to say it's the biggest trip Isagenix has ever had. So make sure you get on that. And it's really only 100 BV plus to enroll for that to count. Holiday Hustle. This is the iPad Pro that they were talking about. So it's a $600 iPad. That's what it's worth. And you can either have 8 new customers starting at 150 BB or more. It doesn't matter if it's on auto ship or not. Or you can have 4 brand new consultants. So the only thing you need to know is those people need to be enrolled during this contest period. So from the 10/29 all the way to 11/25. So it's like a month. They have to be enrolled then, and then they have to become consultants. Or you can just have 8 brand new consultants. 8 brand new associates or something, or customers, the 150 BB or more. Welcome back promo. We were going through this today. My day tomorrow is going to be a solid block of time just sending out all these messages that are green, for all the green people in my reports. So you want to go to view reports. Again, screenshot this if you need to. Then go to business and then personally enrolled all, and you'll see where everybody is green. And if they're green, that means they're eligible. That means they have not been renewed. Their account has not been renewed. They're inactive 90 days all the way up until 360 days. So you want to keep checking it too, because what you may see tomorrow may not be the same next week. So someone that's maybe on day 87, right, is not going to show up for 3 more days, and all of a sudden they're going to pop up green on in your report. And vice versa, it could be someone that's at the end, maybe they're 179 days, and if you wait a week to check it again, they're not going to be there. So you want to message these people right away, and then you want to check it again over the next couple weeks as it updates. So a really great thing, we can put the screenshot in here later of the text message that we found from Trudy Maples. It was a picture, either Tanya or Trudy, in the Isogenics Business Group. Page. Yeah, and we'll put it in the comments later. She just gave almost like a card that was like, welcome back. And then she left a message with it. And it pretty much said on there, like, you have free wholesale membership for the year. You get 10% off your first order, $10 off your second order, and your original placement in the tree. So that would be important for someone that was looking to refer, that maybe before it didn't matter to them, but now it does. They're going to want to know that they have the original spot in the tree as well.
So I think that welcome back part, if you guys can, take a quick picture of that, because Isogenics has already done all the work for you. And these are warm leads. These are people that have already said yes to Isogenics, and they've just gone inactive, and they're all in green. You can organize it in a way that it shows their phone numbers. You can text message them and be like, hey, Isogenics is offering this. And you can just spend an entire day going through those people. And this could be a great leeway into rank advancing. If you reactivate several people at a time, people are saying yes again, and they're just ordering through their account. That's volume that's coming into your business.
Okay, so then you have the current promos, such as the holiday catalog. If anybody is pumped about the caramel shake, just raise your hand. Is anyone else super excited about it? I know a lot of people are ordering things, so that's something you can use. And we're going to talk about running orders. This season's Joy Essential Oil Blend, I'm using that because lately I'm just like, okay, I want to kind of diffuse something more. So I was really excited to know that they had this. This is a great thing also that you can order for gifts for people, maybe a teacher, maybe someone that you know is like an oil fanatic already. This is a great way to introduce them to our oils, or go through your messages that you've had before of people who have ordered oils and they're already using them. This is a great add-on for them as well. The holiday bundle, just putting everything together, and all the different discounts and coupons on the different products. So you want to alert people of that. So if you don't know what's going on, they're not going to know what's going on. So that's really important to know. Okay, so the whole order smarter thing, this is my favorite, because first of all, you have to figure out what your goal is. Is your goal to reactivate someone? So I can tell you right now, anytime that there is a new shake or a new seasonal release, I am blasting people's phones. I have just a group thread I'm already doing with my main people, and then I'm individually either texting or letting people know, hey, a new shake just came out. I know sometimes, in the past you've tried. I know that you're not a member, but I always let you know when there's seasonal products. If it's a person that doesn't usually order, I'll tell them the shipping's on me. So you have to try to meet people where they're at. If they're a random person that's just using just when there's a seasonal shake, that's someone that you want to, group onto a couple different orders. So what I do is I take that and I group it into maybe 4 shakes. And then that's one person. So maybe I am trying to reactivate Mary Ellen. And Mary Ellen fell out of consultant, and I know I need another consultant on my left. So I'm running that through someone underneath Mary Ellen. And I just say to that person, I say to Barbara underneath Mary Ellen, I said, hey, Barb, just a heads up, I'm running an order underneath your account to keep Mary Ellen active. Hope all is well. So I just give them a heads up, but then I'm logging in and doing that. So it's helping my BV. It's helping my BV on the left. It's helping keep people active as consultant, and it's helping Mary Ellen stay active as consultant. So see how it's like you're trying to figure out. That would be my goal there, to reactivate people, okay? So maybe it's important for a contest. Maybe it's important to stay active at a position, or maybe it's important to help Mary Ellen stay active to get her paid. Okay, so now let's say ordering smarter, that I want to cycle more. Maybe you're someone who has a ton of banked volume, and you have a ton of banked volume on your left side, and you want to increase your cycles that week. Well, obviously, you're not going to try to touch the people on the left. You're going to go right. And you want to figure out, okay, what's my goal here? Am I trying to help someone else rank advance on my right-hand side? Am I trying to keep someone active on my right-hand side? Am I trying to go deep in the tree? And maybe you are working your 4 PET. For a lot of people don't know what that is, but as you want to grow your team cycles, maybe you want to try to figure out where to run it there. So you really have to figure out what your goal is. If you don't know what your goal is for the week, if it's a rank advancement, or if it's reactivating or helping someone else do so, you're not going to know where to run the orders. But I always try to tell people, don't run all the orders under your own account. Also, don't run all the orders, under just 2 people's accounts. If you can make it 100 BV and run that order, in 8 different spots, think about how many cycles you just created. That maybe someone has been sitting there. We have someone on our team right now that's sitting on 13 cycles. And he or she's just like, I'm going to see what I can get it up to. But it's like almost like funny to them. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not funny. But you better believe on a week that it really counts, I'm going to be like, all right, let's put that through. Let's not try to be, see how high you can get it. But you want to really try to dig deep in your tree, see who is a pirate right now, who only has 1 person active, and then try to put that volume through their other side so that they cycle and it all trickles up. And remember, if you're executive, you get 10% matches off of all those personally enrolled cycles as well. So Adam's will talk a little bit about Blitz weeks, and then we can go. We can't see comments, by the way, so our chat feature from here. So if there's something someone has, Lauren, just let us know.
All right, so part of the Blitz weeks is obviously rank advancing. So how much more fun is it to rank advance with your team? Not only is it essential to do it with other people, but it's so much more fun because it can be lonely in the top. I mean, you can get to certain ranks in isogenics by yourself, but eventually you need to raise other people up and you need to help them rank advance, and that's how you get lifted up to the top. So I think Tracy O'Malley said, it's hard to stop a moving freight train. Like, you need everybody moving in the same direction at the same time, and all that volume comes up. So sort of how Jen was touching on, are you on a team leg? Do you have banked volume? So when you go into your back office and you look at your team, does your left leg or does your right leg show a lot of volume? Is it 20,000 plus? Is it 100,000? Is it 1 million? Then the leg that has all that volume on it, you're going to run the orders that week on the opposite leg, because that's going to help you to rank advance, because you're going to only need 300 BV to cycle, because all the 600 is going to get pulled from that team leg. So we're going to help people on that side. We're going to maybe offer free shipping on that side for the week. We're going to run our orders through there. We're going to help people become consultants. And then let's say we have somebody on your team that wants to go for 1 star in the week. Well, if we break it down, 1 star is 10 cycles. So we need 2 to 3 people under that person hitting the 5 cycle bonus that week. Or maybe we need 5 plus people hitting 2 cycles, because if you do the math, you're right at about 10 cycles. So, you got to really comb the tree, dig deep, see who's maybe a pirate. For those of you that don't know, a pirate is somebody that you've enrolled that enrolled 1 person. Maybe they enrolled their spouse and the spouse has been ordering, so they have banked volume. That's a lot of volume that could potentially come through if they just get 1 person. You reach out to that person and you say, hey, you're sitting on 4 or 5 cycles, but you need to tell them how much money that's worth. So you could potentially make $250, $300. I just did that with a guy. He didn't really care that much, but that's what you do consistently, because people are going to go, $300. That's good. That's going to get me 2 months worth of free products right there. And that's going to help the whole team.
And guys, figure out how much money it is for them. If you tell them they're sitting on 900 BV on their left-hand side and their personal volume holding volume is going to go to that too, and that's 300 BV, that means nothing to them. And if you don't understand how to explain that to someone, screenshot your view and send it to someone, one of us, someone in your upline, like any of us leaders, that we will help you. We'll just say, hey, if you add together this and this, there you go. And you're going to divide it by 54. That's 5 cycles. We can help you with that, but you have to do some of the legwork too and screenshot it and ask. We don't know. So really try to tell people how much money that's worth. It means more to them.
So then on the other side, if you don't have bank volume, that means you need 900. So there's just more math involved. Some of the best people in this company have come from spots where they do not have bank volume, and it turns out to be a blessing in the long game of this, if you know how to create that. So just need to know. So the best thing that you can do is basically reach out to your leader and say, hey, I want to map this out. How can I hit this rank? And we can help you. So don't feel like you're by yourself and that you don't have anybody that can help you with this. We're here to map this out, to comb through your tree. Lauren is amazing with combing through the tree and going 10, 15, 20 levels deep to really see who's there. And then some of us get stuck in that rank advancement Bermuda Triangle, they kind of call it. So the 1 to 2 star, some of us have been managers, directors for a while trying to get to the next rank. We need to become professionals at showing people how to get their people paid. So that starts at the enrollment call. You get somebody started. We don't want 2 people coming in and then 2 people going inactive. I mean, you can get people started all day long, but if as many people are going inactive and if it's a revolving door, you're not going to get ahead. So we need to really get in the trenches. Like Aaron says, in that first month, that's your only person that got started that month. Imagine, how would you treat them? Would you be in constant contact with them, setting up phone calls, really supporting them? Because if they have an amazing experience in the first couple days, I've done it myself where I just totally lost somebody. And then I come to find out that they're only doing 1 shake a day and they don't have a clue how to do a cleanse day. And I'm like, man, I really dropped the ball there. Like that hurts. So I'm like, all right, we got to start over. I got to make the phone calls. I got to make sure they're doing it right. Tell me what your day looks like, and then really get them set off. And then at that enrollment call, show them how they can make $400 to $450 in the first 30 days. If they grab 2 people. And then use the promotions that Lauren has created. When you have all these promotions, I know Lauren earlier in the year was talking about setting the schedule up for the entire year, where she knows when the Black Friday specials coming, the healthy through the holidays, the new year, new you. Guys, when these promotions that Lauren does match a seasonal shake drop, I mean, it's amazing. That's when we hit 3-star. We didn't even really know how it happened, but all this volume started coming in. I think it was chocolate mint, and you match that with a seasonal promotion, and amazing things happen.
Yeah.
So if you are serious about rank advancing, you need to do it with probably, don't think of it as being with 20 people. Grab 4 to 5 people and let's map it out. But you need to not drag these people. Bring these people with you, people that are hungry. Maybe it's just people that are having an amazing product experience that just, you share with them, hey, what if you could feel this amazing and get your stuff for free? But then you have a couple people that also want to rank advance with you, and we all go together, because that's the only way that it works.
And a lot of times, guys, you can do this just for the get-togethers. You know what I mean? Like maybe your team is meeting together and you're all rank advancing together. You're all mapping out your week. You're planning your holiday sip-in samples, whatever it is, but do it together. It makes it so much more fun. I keep thinking back to the day that I almost died, but Adam took over and all of you guys were doing the 100 enrollment contest. I mean, think about everybody just being together, or whether you were Zooming in with someone or you were actually in a room with people that were eating and drinking together and just, talking and everything. Just that momentum comes from everybody working together. So if you're just going to sit in your house by yourself and not reach out to anybody and not be involved in things, it's not going to mean the same. That's not going to have that excitement. So grab an accountability partner, grab local team members, and get together and really try to do this together. I think it's so important for the culture aspect, but also just for the positive mindset. I mean, just that you guys can do this and get those sticky notes up everywhere. Any single time we've rank advanced or we wanted to, or we were like, I think we're going to do this. Lauren's like, where are your sticky notes? Are they up? Are they in your car? Are they in your bathroom mirror? Are they in your refrigerator? Are they in your front door? Like, do your children know about it? If you have children, are you just telling yourself? Everybody needs to tell everybody. You need to declare that you're doing it and say you're doing it. And what's the worst case scenario? You don't hit it. Fine, go for it next week. Go for it next time. You can't shoot low. So put it out there that you're going for and that you're doing it.
So Isagenix basically gives us the tools to do this. We just need to know how to find it. Sometimes it can be, awkward or hard to find. So the IsaPulse app, if you don't have it, download it. You need it. Like, even if you have 1 or 2 people on your team, the Isa Life app obviously is huge right now, but IsaPulse gives you 4 PET, which is 4 levels down from you, a lot of information. Doesn't give you everything, to the extent of, 100 levels, but some restrict you to just 4 PET, but you moments, I think, to whatever level comes in, and all of a sudden you start seeing the same person enrolling somebody. That's how, some of the best people in this company are found, through just going through those reports and looking down and saying, wow, this person's in action. They just enrolled 3 people, every week for the last 2 weeks. Like, I think we might have something here. Let's have a conversation with them. And then if you want the more in-depth report, you go into the back office, search those reports, look at the teams, hit the plus mark on people that have enrolled people, see what's going on.
And Laura talked about that last week. She did a great job of actually going through the back office and showing us where things are. If you forget that, go back through it, or just spend, 20 minutes in your back office pushing buttons. You're not going to screw something up or like enroll a random person from like Hong Kong. So that's never happened, and I've pushed a lot of buttons before. So
and it's so amazing that we have no levels in Isagenix. It's kind of the compensation plan is incredible. They have, you could go down to 100 people get enrolled after you, and that volume all comes up the same, where most companies don't have that. So just know that you don't have to ask permission between the 99 people, or maybe those 99 people have kind of gone inactive, and then an Aaron Hairston comes in 100 levels deep, and you're like, oh my goodness, like, what do I got going on here? Like, this is incredible. You get all that. So you're going to work with that person like you personally enrolled them.
Yeah, it's funny he just said that, because my sister just enrolled after 3 years of saying you should try this. And she was stressed out. They have a lot going on right now, and she was stressed out about the auto ship. And I'm like, it's not a problem. Like, I put her right away, VIP, we called and canceled the auto ship part, just like automatic. She wants to use, but she just, has a lot of kids and stuff going on. I said, don't worry about that part. And she texted me back, and she's like, I was just talking with my husband, and we want to know, like, how does it help you if we order? Like, it helps you because you personally got us. That's what she said, right? You personally got us. So that's you get that what'd she say, volume or something. And I was like, yeah, but actually, so does anyone else that enrolled before you on that leg. And then I started thinking about it. I'm leaving her this voice memo. I'm like, and the person above them. And actually, even some of the people, you're even helping people back that enrolled back in 2002. And like, when I said it, Adam was like, oh my goodness.
Never
He's like,
heard
that
that
sounds so crazy to hear how like it is. We always hear that it goes like levels deep, but like, think about like Jimmy Smith, right? Or someone like so early on that really is benefiting off of my sister's order today. Like, it's silly, but when you put it that way to someone that you're helping so many different people, that's what you have to think. And just imagine like 5 years from now, when someone else's sister orders and you don't even know them, and they're like thousands and thousands and thousands of levels deep. It's crazy that it could be back from 2002. So I don't know. I just heard that story, and it kind of like struck me today a little bit.
So I think that's all we had, Lauren. Unless somebody has questions, or Laura, Aaron, want to add stuff to it, for sure.
Let's start with the questions, because some of that might be a little bit Isa-Latin to some people on here. Like, I love it and I can follow it, but like, even how you would get into people's account, or things like that. If you guys have any questions, going back to some of the earlier stuff, what Jen was saying about where you're placing the orders, how to maintain consultants, or how to, go in from the lowest person that the BV rolls up, any of that stuff that you guys can actually implement this. Let's start with some questions. And there's no stupid question. If you're like, just do the whole call again, maybe not. But besides for that one, there's no stupid call.
Yeah, I would love to answer that, Lauren. Thank you. It's harder, like now I can see everybody. When we share the screen, you can't see everyone, so I don't know who actually had, but that is great. I would love to chat about that. That's a question I get text messages a lot about.
Do any of you guys have it? Does that make sense to everybody? Like, do you feel like you know how to do that tonight?
Nice. So a lot of rank advancements happening this week.
So I was typing in there, I'm gonna just chat because I have a feeling that some of you guys have some questions and you just don't want to be the first to ask. So I'm gonna give you permission to either write Jen and Adam or me privately. If you just write us directly, where we won't see it and no one else will see it except for us. But if you want help with this and we can address it for everybody, because I know that this conversation can be tricky, or if you want to reach out. But just for an example, today when I was working at the coffee shop, there's certain seasonal things that I absolutely want, right? Like I want a lot of salted caramel because it is not available in auto ship and it's also not available in systems, right? It has to be a wholesale order. So if I sign somebody up next week with a 30-day system and they really want salted caramel, it's not available in the 30-day system and I don't want them to have to add anything on. But what I can do, especially for people that are local, but I'm teaching you this, is say, hey, you know what? Let's get a vanilla chai in your order. And when your box comes, I'll personally swap you out because I'm going to be sitting on inventory, right? So like I'm ordering shakes right now that I personally am not planning on consuming, but I want to also, be able to have that like for future orders, right? And the new customers coming on. It's also a great incentive for tasting parties. So I'll say anybody who gets started tonight, because this is not available in your initial order, right? Because it was a seasonal product, I'm going to do a drawing for, anyone who gets started tonight, I'm going to do a drawing and the name I pull out is also going to leave with the canister. So you can start with your shakes tomorrow, right? So I'm sitting on extra. But once you order your 100 business volume, guys, in order to stay active and, bank volume or maintain paid as, a consultant, you have to have 100 BV. That's it. Anything else more than that you order, it doesn't benefit you to order it through your account, right? And if you order it from you, it's only affecting where it rolls up. If you go down into your organization, right? Let's just say you don't have a very big team. If you go all the way down, like bottom left, bottom right, and the last person that's there and ask if you can run an order through their account, or especially anybody building, all that volume rolls up. So it literally starts to affect every single person in your organization. Or when you're looking at people that have fallen out of consultant status. So like I have a couple, Gina is on my team and her husband, Gary. I mean, they literally have been with me since November of 2013, like almost 5 years. And they go in and out of consultant, but she and her husband have never gone inactive. They order 100 to 200 BV each every single month. They've referred some people casually. Sometimes those people go, I will do whatever it takes if I can ever help them because of their loyalty. Like I messaged him today and I said, hey, give this person a heads up. I'm placing an order right now. But I put 6 containers of shake right through that account. And they cycled a few times because they had, their bank's personal volume. They were there. And it's so fun to do that because the retention is there. They have loyalty to you because you're investing back into them. And it takes a little bit of time. I could have easily gone into my account today and ordered 6 containers, right? And then gone into like my mom's and my sister's or something and order another set of 6. But that's not going to help your team, right? And so digging deep and digging deep and digging deep and looking at your business blueprint by category, like looking to see who's close to manager, like who maybe had a consultant that fell out and say, oh my gosh, if I run this order through Karen, if I run this order through Gita, that person's going to get back to consultant status. They're going to hit manager. Like spend some time evaluating your business. And if you need help with this, that's what we're inviting you to do. Like absolutely reach out to us. One of my favorite things to do in weeks like this is start to look at who's close to the 5-cycle bonus, right? Because that extra order, especially if they have team volume or they're needing 300 BV for a cycle, not 600, if they're already at 3 cycles and I can personally help that person get to 4 and they have to hustle till 5, not only is that generous income that they're like, oh my gosh, like, okay, maybe I should look at this, but the person that went 5 cycle, 1 or 2 do that. Guess how many people go 1 star, right? That go 10 cycles. Then guess who goes, 2 cycles or 20 cycles and 2 star. It just keeps going and going and going. In this business, you guys, you can only rise by lifting others, and Jen and Adam were actually with me the night I went 5-star. And it was so fun because we couldn't keep track of the rank advancements. We had, I think 3 people go 3-star, like 4 people go 2-star, more managers, directors, and 1-stars than I can even remember without going back to it. But it was when Pina Colada came out the first time in March of 15 or May of 15 or something like that. And it was bananas. It was absolutely bananas. But that's because we all were in momentum and we all saw the vision. We all had planned to rank advance for that. So I know it's Tuesday. You guys, the 11th, which technically was the end of our 90-day action plan, magic can happen in the next 5-6 days. But it's exactly what Jen and Adam are saying. You have to declare it. Like, you have to get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to get up earlier, stay up later, contact more people, and be purposeful with your conversations. This is not the week that you're like, hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you? Oh, it's good. Oh, we should go to coffee in a couple weeks. Like, you absolutely, want to be intentional. Like, hey, I don't know if you've seen what I've been up to, but we have, our team's in massive momentum and I don't want you to miss out. When do you have a few minutes to chat, tonight or tomorrow, right? I mean, you're going back to everybody with 0 BB in your team, their teams, deep. And just, hey, I don't know if you saw the catalog. My family right now is all making salted caramel mug cakes and our house smells like Christmas. I want to get on the phone and share with you about this. When can you talk? I mean, be really, really purposeful. If I want to hang out with Ashley on Friday night, it's not like, hey, do you have plans? She's like, hey, do you have plans? I saw you too, Maverick. But he heard Ashley's name and got all excited. So anyways, but, I'm like, hey, I made dinner reservations at Hapa. Do you and Jeremy want to come? Be as intentional with your business as you would with trying to get together with somebody. I'm going to Arizona in a couple weeks and I'm not like, hey, Trish, I'm in Arizona, right? I'm like, hey, these are the days I'm here. These are the days we're at the house. When can you come over? And that certainty is going to attract people in. So there aren't questions yet. I see you guys are loving this and excited. And Jen and Adam, this is such information. But I do want to end with this idea of building to the holidays, because there are 2 times that statistically people in Isagenix check out. One is August and one is December. So what's happening is oh my gosh, nobody's going to do anything in December. Nobody's going to, want to do a cleanse. I'm going to check out and make Christmas cookies every night for the next 50 days and I'll come back in January. And while we are building this business to be with our family, I love, why are you guys laughing at me? I see all of you giggle, but I think I have a little bit of a delay. Anyways, so Jen and Adam were saying, we do this for our family and you absolutely want to have those moments. I mean, look how many kids are on these calls tonight, right? We absolutely are doing this for the family, but being consistent is you going first. And part of it's with the products, right? If you want to be someone who gains 15 and 20 pounds and then start over in January and get a new after picture to enroll all kinds of new people, go for it. I'm really a fan of maintaining or losing and exemplifying that, as people are like, how are you staying healthy over the holidays? But it's also educating people that maybe don't want to lose weight, right? They're realistic. They don't want to spend $400 and go to a party every single week. But this is when you are talking to people about all of our solutions, how to get Christmas paid for, leading with the business, talking about how to stay healthy. Last year we created, and I'm going to do this again, but our products have changed a little bit. We did a winter survival kit. That's not something in the back office. You can't go in and buy the winter survival kit. You can buy a 30-day, but we made a flyer and we marketed it. And the idea was, how do you maintain stress and keep your immune system healthy through the winter months? And last year, what we had on there was Ionics, greens, the immune zinc spray, and I think sleep spray, what was on there. And we definitely got it to 100 BV. So think about this, you guys, how can you be strategic to get your 100 BV for your 15 enrollments for the contest that we're hearing in January, right? So if we did the winter survival kit this year, things that we now have that we didn't used to have, we have the Defense Shield essential oil, we have the immune booster powder in there. So you can lead with things of you know what, I love Christmas, but my in-laws drive me bananas. Or I love Christmas, but having all the kids in the house with all the germs freaks me out a little bit. Be real of what it is and say, but all I know is I am shield up with my Isagenix, that use this to stay healthy, and then do the whole cleansing system in January for our New You challenge. But be intentional, you guys, and be open about it. So when you're talking about staying healthy over the holidays and getting creative with things like this, that BV is up, no one's going to knock on your door. No one is going to come knock on your door and say, hey, does Isagenix have an immune booster? That is just realistically not going to happen. but the more people that you can share the story, the more people you can reach out to. Like, I would spend time going through your team of people that are at low BV right now, anybody who's not at 100 BV, and saying, hey, I'm not sure if you know, but if you order 100 business volume, every 30 days, you never go inactive, you bank that volume. Like, you will always bank it. And I've seen so many people turn the points into cash when the time is right, that I would love for you to be able to always keep an active account. I know right now you're not interested in cleansing. I know right now you don't want to eat another s'mores bar. Like, your team, whatever they've told you, and say, but have you considered using the body wash and the lotion? Like, you have a wholesale account. Right now we have this amazing discount. Have you tried the oils? Like, whatever it may be, but have those conversations and spend as much time not only recruiting and enrolling new people and following up with prospects. Work with who you already have, right? Like, work with who you already have and get them to shop higher amounts. If you guys ever look at your accelerated report in the back office, it will tell you your team's average BV and what the company BV is. So if the company BV is 220 on average a month, right? And you're ordering 112, or your team's at 85, or you're at 135, like, what can you do to increase the basket order? And I remember Jessica Rigner once, she trained about how her first job, she worked at a shoe sales. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Shoe sales. And she was taught to add on the shoe cleaner, right? Like, whatever it did, like, every shoe thing was like $4 if you add on the shoe cleaner. She's like, oh my gosh, you need the cleaner, da, 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 da. And she learned how to sell the cleaner. But what happened to her commission check, because everybody was adding on the cleaner. So with every 30 day, you guys, if you add on content, right, that deals with mood and hanger, with every single 30 day, you add on sleep spray, with every single president's pack, if you add on hydrates, they can make the swap juice, like, whatever it may be. But it's just looking at that and working with the people that you have through the holidays. And the last two things, and part of your homework with this, number one, every single one of you should be having a holiday party, some type of tasting where you're getting people together. You're focused on core values like family or fun, but you are dripping Isagenix. And I personally love to incorporate contribution more this time of year than ever before. So next week I have a canned food drive. We're doing it right before Thanksgiving, trying to get as much food as we can out to local shelters. But we're going to talk about Isagenix, and I'm going to do it in the clubhouse of my apartment complex where I host a lot of my events. I absolutely am going to have seasons of joy diffusing through the room when people walk in. We're going to have the mixed Isa Delights there. I ordered them today so people can see what the sample pack looks like, based on what people look like when they come in the room, if they're tired or cranky, not that it's dark early, or how many people are there. I will give e-shots to everybody. We will sample, weigh-ins, we'll sample bars, like, we'll do the whole thing. We'll tell some stories. But the idea, we're getting people together to give back. Like, my invite is talking about, this is the time of year and we're all getting together with our families. Let's get together and give back to our community for those that are less in need. In the process, I'm going to briefly tell you about the health and wellness company I'm absolutely in love with, right? Like, they're coming for the canned food. They're going to drink wine. They're going to hang out. I will probably do a 10 to 15 minute pitch on Isagenix, because I know that people are looking for it this time of year, but you guys have got to do that. In December, it's already scheduled. I'm doing a coat drive. Here in Colorado, we have a little bit of delayed winter, but January, February, March, it's cold and it's wet here. And again, it's focused on contribution. We've done toys for tots. I know that Ashley's doing a protein ball recipe, like, they're kind of doing a protein ball exchange next week. Get creative with it and have fun. But Isagenix has had the website up now that you can put your associate run event up there. But I encourage you guys to do a holiday event and use the holiday products. I saw a girl that I'm friends with. She made these little bags. Laura was talking about this too in the live on our page, but she took these little kind of gift bags and she put an Isa Delight in there, an e-shot, and then like a little note basically about the benefits of both of them. And she's giving that to all the teachers for like holiday gifts. If you think about every single holiday gift you're going to give this year, so normally you would bring a bottle of wine or a box of cookies. I mean, that's like the standard, right? Every time you go to a party, all of the teachers that your kids are involved in, or, the administrators or their, guitar lesson teachers or whatever that may be, think about all the people you're going to give gifts to at your church, at sporting events, whatever that is. Where can you shop for your Isagenix business? And here's the thing, your prospects right now are more than likely not going to enroll. You're not giving a gift to enroll somebody. But the way that this works is they either love it, they talk about it, you get a referral, or in a month or two, you've built this relationship, they're open to the products, they will come back in January. They'll come back in February, but it's part of the drip campaign. So Laura was in our Facebook group the other day talking about these little bags, and she was doing lavender oil and sleep spray. Like, how many people are stressed out this time of year and can't sleep? Like, I think that's super, super cute, like so sweet. But look at the catalog and take that extra time and just bring people things. Even if you are just sending out cards. Like I saw, I think it was actually Shauna, someone a couple of years ago, they did a little punch hole on the card and with string and ribbon, like tied an Iso-Delight to it. So every single person got an Iso-Delight. Like you just start to open it up. But the part of it that I want you guys to really get is the creativity can come, but it's you making the decision that your business is not slowing down. Jessica Rigner and I, for the longest time until recently, had the record, I think, for the highest enrollments ever in a month. And that was in December for both of us. And it was a few years ago, and we were launching a New Year, New You program. But we had such urgency and such conviction on how to stay healthy over the holidays, get ahead of the new year, get sexy for the black dress at New Year's, whatever we marketed it. I mean, we both had enrolled over 40 people in the month of December. And most people were like, you guys are crazy. Like, how did you do that? But it was because we absolutely believed in this company. We believed where we were going. We believed in the product, and we were relentless. We both had the vision we were going to be quitting our jobs. We worked our tails off. And so if you say, I don't care what month it is, I can build this business, because at any given moment, people are looking for Isagenix. People are looking for the products. They're looking for the community. They're looking for the income. I can tell you of every single month, rock stars that came in, and you would go, Janet Elo enrolled in December. I'm like, oh yeah. Janet Elo enrolled in December. Like, who would love to have Janet Elo in your organization and everybody else afterwards? So schedule your parties, you guys. Give out Isagenix for gifts. Teach people to shop with their wholesale membership. They've paid the $29 for the year. We have such an array of products for them to shop for. But I just really, really encourage you guys, be intentional with the welcome back. Be intentional with this seasonal catalog. And if you're looking to rank advance, reach out to us, you guys. Like, absolutely reach out, because we will show you how to drive the line. There is no benefit in you ordering 400 BB through your account. Like, even if you pay a little bit more in shipping, get your people paid, have the retention, create consultants, create some managers. And the last little bit, because it's very important that you guys hear this, when I talk about create managers or create consultants, you will never hear me ever say manufacture your business, that you give your personally enrolled and put it underneath somebody, or that you, with whatever, put someone under there that doesn't belong there. This is different than running orders of product you are going to order anyways. So if I'm gonna order 12 canisters of salted caramel and I can run it through Keith to keep Laura, paid as consultant, Isagenix would support this, you guys. They know that getting your people paid leads to retention, leads to happy customers. So just remember, when we talk about like creating a consultant or creating a manager, you're ordering smarter, but you are not being fictitious. And I just want you guys to hear that loud and clear, because it's not going to be sustainable. So you guys are awesome. I am so grateful for you hopping on here. Jen and Adam, you guys blow my mind. Like, so fun to listen to you, and you're so skilled. And it was so fun. I know that the 5 of us just loved working with all of you guys the last 12 weeks, and you will see a repeat. I'm sure we love to do this, so probably after NYKO, but I'm going to hush up and let Laura and Aaron and anybody else say whatever they want to say before we wrap up.
Hey guys, I just want to congratulate all of you for really jumping in here and committing to creating that momentum and really understanding how amazing this business can be if we focus on it and we build it and we really come from a place of intention. And Lauren's dead on. I mean, this is the time where people start slowing down. And so if you want your business to grow, you want better results, do the exact opposite. Right? Focus on it. Make sure that you stay diligent with connecting and really supporting and finding the problem, because so many people out there are looking for something, and it's not a matter of when, right? It's not a matter of when. It's who you are when you're talking to them, if they can feel that they can win with you. So, keep your posture high. You have something amazing here. The company keeps throwing more and more things for us to be able to leverage, and that's why they're doing it. They're doing it for us to have more tools, more opportunities to be creative. So congratulations on all you guys for jumping in here for 12 weeks to rock and roll this thing. Keep it going, right? Incentivize your teams, do these type of things, and really, pat yourself on the back, because so many people start things, but not many finish. And you guys have all finished. So really congratulate yourself for that, and let's rock and roll, guys.
Laura, Jen, Adam, anything else?
I say what Aaron said. I agree. 100%. Keep your foot on the pedal. Great job showing up, guys. We know who showed up week after week, even when it was hard. And I'm super, super proud of all of you for doing that. Your businesses will explode. I always say, show up, go up, right? And finish strong.
All right, you guys, have a great night. Happy holidays. Stay in touch. Reach out. Make this week amazing. Bye, guys.